Today we're going to be working on a project to create what's called V-flats. V-flats are used in the studio for either absorbing light with a black side or reflecting light with a white side. So let's show you what it is that you're going to need in order to create those V-flats and do a bit of a DIY photography project. So what are you going to need to create your V-flats? Well, if you go to any DIY store, you can pick up this polystyrene foam. So this is 60 centimeters by 120. A wooden dowel. So this is going to be my own way of connecting the V-flats together. I'm going to need some gaffer tape, black, white, a ruler to measure out the gaffer tape, a pair of scissors, of course, to cut it, paintbrush, some black paint because we want to be able to paint it. It doesn't come obviously pre-painted. Make sure it's acrylic paint, because if it's anything else then it's going to melt the polystyrene, and then a drill bit, of course, to be able to drill into the polystyrene to get that dowel in there to hold them together. Why am I using a dowel? Well, what I've seen is some people, when they're taping them together, and I'm going to show you the hinges that are how we're going to create those hinges to join them together. I've seen them using the hinges this way and also on this side. Well, I don't want this side hinged. I actually want that with a dowel, so it's a lot more easier to take apart and then obviously not necessarily transport, but it's just my own way of doing things. And of course, if you want, there's two helpers as well. So I'm going to show you now how we're going to create those hinges and how they work. There's a bit of a special way of doing it. So let's get going with that next part. In order to join our two bits of polystyrene together, we need to create the hinges. So to create those hinges, that's where the gaffer tape comes in. So what you do is you measure out 15 centimeters of gaffer tape with black and then 15 centimeters with the white. Why 15 centimeters? Well, that polystyrene board is 4 centimeters thick. So what I want to do is have enough of an overlap on the main part of it that it's going to hold strongly. And then I need 4 centimeters because of the thickness of that polystyrene. I'm going to join on 4 centimeters worth of black onto the white and then put them onto each side of the board. So this is going to create almost like an S. So it's going to come along, down and across. But we're not going to just keep going down like that. We're going to actually alternate them. But I'll show you what it is that I mean in a minute. But let's just get going. We're going to create some of these hinges and then I'll start joining them together and show you what it is you need to do in order to create your V-flat hinge. Okay, so I've got a couple of hinges, and what is it that I've done? Basically, it said you've got 15 centimeters there, 15 centimeters there, and then an overlap of 4 centimeters. What you want to be able to do is alternate them. So for example, if I get this first one here, hopefully this is not going to go wrong on camera. Basically, I get my first piece of tape. What it needs to do is, there you go, already it's going wrong. So we need to overlap it. So I just drop one down the floor. Now this is where the 4 centimeters comes in. So it just goes on there, and then I just tape this down here. and then that's free there. Now you might be thinking why, you'll see later on. Then what I need to do is if I pick up, if my daughter just pushes up the polystyrene for me. So this is now the black side is going to be there. What I need to do is just join them up there. That's the first hinge. Now what I need to do is if I get my second one, then we need to get this in there, and then basically you need to alternate them. So don't put them, for example, white, it's stuck down there, and then you put white again. You actually need to do this. You actually need to turn them round so that then the black one's going to go here, because this side here is going to be painted black, and this side here is going to remain white. On the other side, that's stuck down this side, which is going to be black. So this is what we're going to do. So let's get this on here, and then we'll go and then start doing more, and then just go down there, and then you'll see how it is that it works out. Now, why, by the way, do you use gaffer tape and not any other type of tape? That's because, yes, it is very sticky, as you've seen, but also it's a lot easier to get off the polystyrene. Anyway, let's go. We're going to create some more hinges and then go down, and then you'll see what we've done to create our V-flat. Okay, so we finished putting together actually a couple of V-flats here. We've got 2 more to do. I'm not going to do them today, but something I would say to you is actually, in a way, it might be better if you've got 2 people doing this. You could do it on your own. Why 2 people? That gaffer tape is so sticky that trying to piece it all together is just at times really irritating. And so if you've got someone just to hold the gaffer tape down to the table where you mark where 4 centimeters are to place the other bit on top, it really does help. So it's just a little project, and certainly if you've got kids you can do it. But why do what it is you do? Well, basically, once you've created those tapes, you've got this black, 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 and then down the other side there's some whites. And what this does is this alternating system here is you can close up this way, turn it round, and then it will open this way. So it doesn't matter which way you go, you can see there. So what we're going to do next, and I'm not going to video here, but you can imagine what it is we're going to do. You don't need to understand. But basically what we're going to do is just paint this black. So we've got an absorbing side here, and then this will just be staying white to reflect the light. So at the moment you can see there's light coming in from the window there. And there you go, there's a very simple project. For us it's been a Sunday afternoon project to do for actually something that I'm creating, but you can see very simple studio V-flats that you can create. Very cost effective, not difficult to do, to make, and cost wise it was, as I said, you know, something like 35, 40 euros with everything included, that being the polystyrene panels, the gaffer tape, the paint, the dowel. So, you know, project you can easily do with your kids on a Sunday afternoon if you want to create your own home studio. There you go. So hope you've enjoyed a little bit of our Sunday afternoon creating some V-flats. If you've liked what it is you've seen, don't forget to subscribe down there, hit the notification bell up there. See you sometime soon on the next video, whatever it might be. Take it easy folks, and see you again soon. Bye.